bounce down, and then you're like, oh wait, is it me? Is it you? Is it me? Is it you? Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing? I'm
So
gonna just
well,
repeat whatever you say.
excellent.
Oh, excellent.
You're a knob.
I'm a knob. Wait, no, you're a knob. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm gearing up. Everybody's gearing up around here for the holidays, and the
Mm-hmm.
kids are super excited, and they're getting up super early,
Hmm.
and it's good. I think everybody's pumped. I'm excited because last weekend was the last weekend I am going anywhere before the new year. So
Ooh.
we went to my parents last weekend, and my kids my as I think we've mentioned on the show before, my mother had a business making cakes and chocolates that she sold from her house, and for the holiday she would always make like filled chocolates that like Lower Seacord style, blah 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 blah. And the kids actually worked with her this weekend, and they made little chocolates for their teachers for gifts. And it was really really
Nice.
cool, and they
How'd
had a
that go?
really good time.
Good. Yeah.
But yeah, but now I'm not going anywhere for any weekend until the new year.
Yeah,
Everybody's
but
coming here.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
everybody's coming to you then. Yeah.
I didn't say it's necessarily it's a good thing. That's more work that way, but there's less driving in not so nice weather.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough. Well, before we get too far into it, shall we introduce ourselves?
sounds like a good plan.
Cool.
I'm going first. See, haha.
Yeah. Yeah. Go.
I'm Kipling. I am Tapley Tinsmith. I am the tinsmith, coppersmith, pair of our brothers in smithing duo. And my nugget is I am the kind of guy that after grocery shopping or Costco shopping, I not only return my cart to the thingy, I connect all the carts together so they're nice and neat in there.
Ooh.
And the
Okay.
reason for that,
Uh huh.
because I'd love to say it was like all because just I'm a good person. I was watching something. Was years ago, about altruism in people, and a very simple test of altruism in humans was: do you return your shopping cart, or do you just leave it willy nilly anywhere in the parking lot? Because it takes no effort on your part, really. It max is taking an extra minute to walk it back to the card holder, but it doesn't cost you anything to leave. There's no taboo by leaving it where it is. So
Mm.
are you altruistic enough to spend that 30 seconds, a minute of your time to return it? And after I watched that, I would like, not that I didn't return my cart anyways, but now I feel extra bad, so I'll return it, and then like I'll tidy up the card holder a bit.
I also tidy up the cart holder. I've also been known to just return it to the storefront. Like if I'm
Yeah,
as close to the storefront as I am to the cart holder, it's like why I'm just gonna make the guy come back out here just to
yeah,
the front of the
wherever it
store.
goes, return it to its place. But
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
but yeah, return it and tidy it up, make it a little bit nicer than I left it.
Well, aren't you just the
Yeah, I know. It's just because I watched that little show there. So
Well, my name is Andrew, and I'm the blacksmith of our brothers in smithing duo. And my nugget is I've currently owned 3 trucks that were mine, and not one of them has had a cap that has. I've always had a cap on my truck so I can put stuff in it in the back of the box, and not one of them has ever matched the same color as my truck. So new truck, continuing from the saga from before, old truck gone, new truck in, still doesn't match. So I'm
my favorite so far was the wine cap, the wine colored
yeah.
cap. That was, when you change that, you're like, "Ah, now we can't find your truck anymore." What color is the new cap? I haven't seen your new truck yet.
The new truck is about the same color. It's the silver color kind of color, and the cap is like a royal blue. Like it's very Blue Jays, like the silver and blue. It's yep.
There you go. Well,
It's the
that's fun.
fanciest one I've had so far, but it's still
but the
doesn't
color is
match
still
the
different from
truck.
the truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
should like sneak out some night and like, paint it like canary yellow or something.
Probably not. You can
Or
paint my trailer canary yellow.
I will paint it the Campbell tartan plaid. My
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but it would be hilarious.
It would be. Actually, you know what we should do? The little trailer that's at your place that we're going to use we should put half of it in the tartan, the Campbell tartan, and half of it in
And
the
the
Sirtwell
Sirtwell
tartan.
tartan.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great.
That would be good.
So what we do, if you haven't caught on, or you haven't listened to us before,
Besides
basically,
makes fun of each other.
besides making fun of each other, we choose something every month and we compete over it. Just put it up online or at our craft markets and such. And we do this just to keep ourselves, I don't know, creating, keep
Sane.
ourselves sane. Yeah, and we've been doing it for quite a while now. So
It's getting close to 5 years where we've been working metal, each in our own type of metal, for lack of a better term.
yep,
You know,
discipline,
uh,
discipline. Let's go with that.
discipline or medium,
Yep,
our individual metal medium. Not like the I'm going to talk to the other side medium, but
in the artist medium thing. So
yeah.
yeah, our last one was our bird decor. So we had to set three uh,
Oh,
a set
very,
of
very
three.
smooth.
Yeah, I know, a set of three birds that were clearly a set that I think that was all. Was there?
They had to be separate, so
Yeah.
they couldn't be all connected together, but they had to go together as a set, and they couldn't be identical.
So we actually took this one to a craft market and set it up on the table for people to vote live in, and had it on Instagram, and they were for sale. So this is how we divide our points. So if you get the most live votes, you get a point. If you get the most online votes, you get a point. If you sell it, you get a point. So whoever gets the most points out of all this would get the win for that month. So I made these little forged circles and put cut out silhouettes or outlines of birds, I guess, and made a little forged tree and everything for them. Came out amazing.
They
Absolutely
were
love them.
beautiful. They were beautiful little pieces. Um, and I made a set of chickens. It was a chick, a hen, and a rooster. And they all had a big heart cut out in the middle of them. And the chick was the biggest. And then the chicken could sit inside the heart of the chick, and then the rooster could sit inside the heart of the hen. So they stacked together, or they all had their own little base so that you could separate them out. And they were super cool too.
Mine are super cool. Yours were super cool.
Well, mine are still super cool. They're just not with me anymore. So,
Yep.
alas, I lost. You got both the live vote and you got the online vote. Arguably, I won the most important of the three.
Uh,
Mine sold, so I no longer
yours.
have mine with me. But they were really cool. They were both really cool. For yours, I think the thing that really like they were beautiful pieces, but the tree that you was almost an afterthought to put them together with on that little tree stand, and it really brought everything together and made it just a gorgeous piece. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for losing to it because it was really nice.
Well, it's so nice that it's still on display upstairs for my holiday decor in my house. So,
It is becoming part of the Christmas decor.
yeah, at least for now. And I made a second set of all of the different birds, which are going out to family members and stuff. So if family are listening, whatever you're gonna, yeah, you probably already know.
It's a
Yeah,
secret.
it's
Don't
a
tell
secret.
anybody.
Act surprised when you open it. Yep. So yeah, that was successful on both accounts, I guess. And
Yeah. And again,
people,
very happy. Like, I think yours was very traditional, especially for this time of year. It was very ornament. It's very Christmassy. It was beautifully executed. Mine was a, a bit strange and different.
unique for sure,
Unique
but
would be.
lovable too because like somebody like
Oh,
didn't
it
question it and
was,
just bought it. So,
and it was interesting when I had them set up at the beginning of the live vote outside. Not that you won regardless. Um, when I had them set up separately, and then people and then talking about, yeah, you can combine them. You were really winning at that point. Once I stacked them together and then showed how they came out and went into the bases, I
mm,
started catching up a lot more.
I didn't
Um,
know that. That's
yeah,
interesting. Hmm.
yeah, it was interesting. Like again, I think part of it, my sale pitch changed a bit as we were, trying to convince people to vote for one or the other. But yeah,
It
it
was
was.
it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh,
Kipling on one side being like, and mine do this, and they all nest, and this they're all different. This one's copper, and this one's brass, and this one's tin,
no,
and
I never got into that.
and I'm like, yeah, I made this.
But mine definitely had some explanation because you
Yeah,
wouldn't have known how it worked. And I think the person who purchased it, it was a big reason because they saw, okay, it comes apart, it goes back together, and they saw them together, which was the neat little the
yeah,
trick to them.
yeah.
So I was super happy with them. I do have the templates, so it's possible I might make another set because kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting. Yeah,
I don't know. We shall see. But
yeah.
yes, that one went to you, and now you were up by two. It is 25 wins and 23
Ooh,
wins overall.
ooh,
So you
ooh.
have creeped up by two there. Um, as so I need to come back with this lighthouse coming up.
So the next one is
The
a
lighthouse, but before
lighthouse.
we get into that,
Oh, okay, yeah.
do you have a libation for the
I
evening?
do have a libation. I've noticed your weird looking half stubby, half. I don't know what the heck that is.
It's like it's a Belgian beer. It's
Okay.
a Saint Feuillet. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly. Belgian beer, and I found a lot of the Belgians have that kind of wavy conical top to the stubby bottle.
Hmm.
However, after I opened it and looked at it, it's actually a quadruple, so it's 11%.
Ooh,
If I'm slurring by the end, know why. um, it's
interesting.
quite nice.
Hmm.
It's darker and maltier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what are
Cool.
you?
Um, at random, Fireball, orange bitters, and tonic.
Ooh,
Not,
interesting.
yeah. My wife wanted it and made it, and made me one. It's
Has
not
she
bad.
come across this somewhere, or just made this up on the fly?
Just just looked it up whether this would go together.
Yeah,
Just, she wanted something kind of like that holiday cheery type of
yeah. It's
thing,
got the
but
cinnamon coming from the
yeah,
fireball, and
yeah, yeah.
the orange.
The
Yeah, yeah. I
orange,
can
yeah,
see that, like the clove
yep,
and orange sort of thingy, and
yep,
it tastes good.
yeah. It's not bad.
Nice, good to know.
Yep. Did you know Fireball whiskey is Canadian?
You know what? I did actually
I did not
randomly.
know that. I
Yeah, I
I
think
assumed it was an
yeah. If
American
had you
thing.
asked me, I wouldn't have been able to answer yes or no. But yeah, I remember discussing that at some point.
Hmm. There you go. So
This is
this month,
Belgian. This is definitely not Canadian,
yeah,
but it's not American.
that's not American. Not that we have anything against American people.
I
Just
love
kind of,
Americans. There's quite a few Americans that are good friends,
just
but trying to buy Canadian right now.
this month's challenge was a lighthouse,
It was.
and it was going to be something else, and both of us were kind of like, meh.
It was going to be a mistletoe.
It was going
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
mistletoe, and I didn't really
And
want to make a missile or toes, so um, or mistletoed. I've seen those before too. Um,
what? You know, a herptile getting shut out of a cannon launcher or something.
yeah, he's got the aviator glasses on, holding on
Uh,
to a missile, like yeah.
that's my stand. Yes,
So yeah, we went with lighthouse, and that was pretty much our
because
parameters. Was
that's mistletoe adjacent.
Yeah, totally. You wanted to make a
I
lighthouse.
know.
We kind of set out the challenges for like at least the next 6 months. And we sat down and we were challenged and coming up with these. And Kipling was like, I want to do a lighthouse. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I want to do a lighthouse. And I was like, yeah. And then both of us said we don't want to do mistletoe. And Kipling was like, let's do the lighthouse. So,
So we
and it
did a
wasn't until,
lighthouse.
yeah, so we did a lighthouse. So,
And it wasn't until, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there. Sorry.
no, it's okay. It wasn't until I, of course, had the idea that it was like, ooh, okay, now I want to make a lighthouse. And it's, sometimes it's that spark of creativity or that the idea, and
You need the idea, and then you go down the rabbit hole.
yeah. So my idea
Oh,
came
wait, we already
from,
did the Alice in Wonderland
yeah.
one.
So my idea came from more of like a using the lighthouse as a symbol. They're kind of like the beacon of hope in the middle of like a storm and all of that type of thing, and they hold fast in all of the stormy weather and all of those type of ideas and feelings and everything. So I kind of wanted to give that approach of like feel like it's, I don't know, holding on in the middle of a big storm. So then I had to make a big storm, and it's kind of how do I do this? So mine got big. Mine got
Yours
big
got
quick.
big. How big did yours get?
It's 20 inches long, about 18 inches tall, and 25 pounds of steel.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a hefty piece.
So I made
But
a
you
little,
used a lot of like not cast-offs, but pieces and leftovers from previous projects.
for sure, for sure. So the lighthouse is pretty simplistic on a rock. It's a sort of tapered cone on a rock with a cupola. I don't know, the thing on top.
Cupola. I'm
Cupola.
sure we should really Google what the
We
top
should.
of a,
Yeah.
but we're not going to.
We're not going to. And it's probably only, I don't know, a quarter of the size, the lighthouse and everything. The rest of it are all of these scrolls that I've welded together in in an ocean, sort of coming forward and crashing on the rock and coming up halfway on the lighthouse. And then to add some, I don't know, more feeling or dynamic tension to it and stuff, I thought about wouldn't it be crazy if there was a little guy in a boat in the middle of all of these waves who's, just holding on, trying to do the thing. And it became a kind of a like, I don't know, like the idea of like mental health and everything like that. We all have our good days and our bad days, our ebbs and our flows, and the, storms seem to kind of be overwhelming at sometimes.
Oh,
And
look
the
at
next,
all the metaphors you are
it's
throwing in there. It's beautiful.
this honestly, to be quite honest with you, Kipling, this one was like, this one has all of the feels for me. And like, I built it off of a feeling. I've never done it before. And it's one of these pieces that like, it came from like in me to this, as opposed to just making a lighthouse. And once it was that, it was like, I was all in. So little dude in the boat, he's being crashed in the waves and everything. And then there's like, I was like, well, the lighthouse, yes, it's there, but I'm like, wanted a little bit more. So there's a dude on top of the lighthouse holding a little lantern. It's right there.
Yeah, I see him there.
Um, and it's one of those like, if you have a friend, a family, somebody who's struggling in the middle of the storm and everything, and maybe the lighthouse isn't enough, and you got to kind of you do what you can. And is holding a lantern a foot taller than the lighthouse gonna really help? But maybe you putting yourself out there is gonna help them carry on a little bit longer, do a little bit more. So it has that to it. So that's what mine turned into. So lots and lots of scrolls. As you said, the scrolls and the pieces in it are a lot of projects. I think I counted 2, 3, 6 different challenges, and the cast off of 6 different challenges in it. And then at least another 4 projects that I was working on in the middle of there. There's broken drill bits and saw blades, and like they're all scrolled. But all of the like failed attempts at things, my gnome door where I failed the hinges and stuff, they're all scrolled. Those are in there. There's the penguin feet in there. Lots of
Lots of
different
things in
things.
there.
So yeah, it's a lot to look at, and it's pretty busy, but I think it's pretty cool.
It is like I've seen a not the final picture of it, but an image of it. It is really really cool. Yeah, can you lift it there?
Yeah.
Um,
Ugh.
it is a very neat piece. Your biggest challenge is how do you take a photo of it?
I have no idea.
Like
No idea.
it's with it being able to see what it is. Like in a certain way, like this would be a really good live challenge. I know neither of us have markets going on at this point, but so people can see it
Yeah.
and do what you're supposed to on a good art piece is like look at it from different angles and stand back and be able to focus, which you can't do on the small screen on your phone as you're looking at a picture for 10 seconds, right?
Yep. And zooming in, you don't get the scale of the thing. So yeah, it is 100% going to come down to picture, and I'm not sure any picture can do all
Well,
of the
no
things.
pictures
So
will do it justice. Like
yeah,
it's as I said, like even from the image that I saw and you lifting it up now, I know our listeners can't see it, but it's a cool piece. Like it's
yeah,
really really nice.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, well done for someone who didn't want to do a lighthouse.
yeah. I know, right?
Uh,
Yeah,
so now, obviously, it was my suggestion. It's been sort of a pipe dream of mine to like refurbish a lighthouse to live in, but that project's been on and off over the years. Took you a second.
I was like, I've never heard of this. Oh, it's a joke.
Oh come on, that was a good one.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. What did the pirate say when they saw a lighthouse? Yar, there she glows. Okay, I'll be done now. Yeah, no, I've wanted to do a lighthouse, and then when I started getting into it, I struggled with what's my inspiration? What am I trying to create? Do I want to really just make a lighthouse, which would be interesting, but I don't know. It didn't catch it. And then I was walking around, and I frequently end up going to like places like secondhand stores, thrift stores, and stuff like that. Value Village in this case, looking at bases that I can use to start creating something in.
Right. Yep.
And I found this circular dish, had a little bit of a lip, which was nice, and it just screamed, okay, we can make a cliffside scene to it, much like you have a full scene like thing. So I ended up starting off and taking a piece of copper and annealing it and leaving all of the flame marks on it, the black and the red from the flame firing it and whatnot, and then beat the snot out of it to give it a good rough texture, which looked cliff-like. And then I ended up S-curving that into the dish and building a lighthouse on top of it. So it gave it the height, and then that way we could have some water coming in and some rocks and that. So it looks like it's actually on a cliff doing its purpose. The lighthouse itself was actually probably one of the, even though it was like the focus, was probably one of the more simplistic parts of the build. Again, much like you, it was a tapered pipe. I put some fun texture in it. I put a nice door on it. I constructed the cupola. But the real piece I love about my lighthouse, and again, you got to be close to see it, is the reflector dishes. I don't know if you've seen
Kind
them.
of. You can see them in a little pictures, but yeah.
Yeah, like again, part of like doing a photo or a video of it for the thing, like that's part that I want to see, because they turned out really really cool. Of course, they're covered by the copula, whatever that thing is called. And then, so because it's up there on the top, I needed to fill in more of it. So I created the hill behind it, and I put a stone walkway going up the hill, and at the bottom I've got the lightkeeper's house, and the bridge coming out, and it's kind of got that feel of like what is your dedication to the importance of this job? Instead of
Mm.
having the house right at task, they're like, that lighthouse keeper has to do this nasty climb up and down, every day to keep that lighthouse going. And so there was a little bit of, I was trying to get that feeling involved in it. And then to do the water, I actually ended up doing a really fun epoxy pour. I thought it was going to get really complicated with it, but I mixed a really nice bluey gray color that had some metallic swirls in it. So it actually has a very nice watery look coming into to rock. So
Has
I'm
it
quite happy.
has it cured yet? You sent me a picture when it hadn't cured yet, so.
It is close now. It's a deep pour epoxy, so the cure time is 72 hours usually. And so I could swirl it every now and again up till about the 10-hour mark. Yeah, so it's solid now. I like the way it's turned out. So that's really, really cool. And the fun, history fun fact for the two of us, which we haven't talked about yet, many moons ago, before we were into metal, you especially, and then me a little bit, got into flint napping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we didn't have a lot of flint around us, so we ended up going down to Port Burwell and we got a bunch of chert.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the stonework that goes up the walkway is actually that chert. I got out the pieces. I dug them out from, the corner that they'd been hiding in. I smashed them up. And what was really fun, I have a pair of older blunt nose pliers that have the built-in wire cutters.
Okay.
Right? Like, how the ones that like
Yep.
a little bit ways down well, they're big enough and they're heavy enough that I was actually able to use that to cut through
Oh yeah.
the thinner chert to get the shapes for the stones that I wanted, which is really, really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun using something from, our past to build in there as well. So,
Yeah.
but the ending project was really happy with it. Like, I think it looks really, really cool. It's
Yours is very colorful. You have you've painted your cupola red. You have your brass or your copper. I mean, you have green. Your top of your hill is green moss.
Yep, it's got a green moss in it.
And then
There's
blue epoxy in the bottom. It's very colorful.
There's copper in it. There is some brass in there as well, like the door on the lighthouse is brass, and the roof on the lightkeeper's hut is brass. And then actually the dock that's going out from the lightkeepers, I got a really nice forced patina with the liver of sulfur gel, and it's got some nice reds and blues in, like, depending on how the light catches it. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, lots of colors.
Yeah. Mine is very much monotone with the black steel. The rock is even darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more marbled and whatnot, but by the time you put the clear coat on it, it kind of muted all of that. So, but yes, my question was going to be, do you have any plans for yours? Are you?
No, I do not. So it's done, and it'll probably be on the table because I don't really know what else to do with it. I love it. It looks great, but it's also as you were commenting last night, like we're moving from being craftsmen to artisans. Kind of like I would say we're craftisans now, for lack of a better term.
Yep.
And so, like, I think it's a nice piece. I don't know if it'll move or whatnot, but to give an idea of what some of the different things that we can do.
Yeah.
On the table, so no. But I did hear that you have a plan with yours, right?
Yeah. It would hurt to sell it unless it was to the right person. To the right person, I'd probably just give it to them. So, I'm looking.
You don't want to sell your soul?
No, I don't really want to sell the feeling. Yeah. So it's actually going to get donated. I have a line on a thing. I'll tell all about it in the next podcast and everything. But the organization is interested and would like to do something. So I think it'd be really cool to go to an organization that they might put it in a raffle type of thing, sell it. and use the fundraising, and or they might just put it in their offices and stuff. So, which is I think would just be kick butt either way. So
That's very cool. Nice to
yeah.
have a yeah. I think that's a wonderful way, especially one of the first pieces that you're getting a lot of your a good you using a feeling to build the
Hmm.
creation. Definitely, full art is in there.
I did also, just to circle to our last podcast as well, I did actually TIG weld a bunch of this one. Um, so I was able to, last time I was complaining about all of the different things you got to set in the TIG welder and all the different stuff. Um, and I kind of got a little bit of a handle on it. I bought a shed so that my TIG welder can just live outside and I don't have to like bring it in and out and hook everything up all the time. Because if I did, the my flex core welder is just way easier and I just would use it all the time. So I said, well, if I don't do this, I'm not going to use it. So a bunch of other things. So I did actually use my TIG welder, especially on the Lighthouse. And there's places that I'm like, ooh, that's good. That's like, I like it. And there's places you're like, ooh, kind of maybe missed
That
that
is
one a
good.
little bit. Yeah, I would have really liked to use it on all the scrolls on the base. I just wouldn't like that would have taken me twice, three times as much time that I didn't have. So I did end up just uh, flex core welding all the scrolls and stuff on, and it is up close. You can see I can see some of the spatter and everything, especially on the backside where you're welding some of the things. But it's so
Yeah, but
complex that
that would even like that spider will fit in with the idea of the rough seas there.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's
So
not something that if there's spatter on the side of the lighthouse, you know, that's a little different.
yeah, yeah. And my little dudes, the little peoples, um, they came out really well. I was a little, you know, like they look proportional to people, and I was able to get like the movement of like what it would look like if you were just barely holding on or
Yeah, like the one
rowing
I
a
can
boat.
see
And
right there, stretching out with an arm, trying to get the light out as far as possible. There's
yeah,
absolutely some emotion coming from the piece.
yeah. So
Uh, like that being like I can't get emotion from the guy in the boat, but that's just because I've only seen a picture of it, and the boat in the photo gets lost in the waves.
yeah,
Like I knew it was there, so I could find it, but I said I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm going to be able to see that piece in person before it gets to its new home because I
yeah.
would really like to see that one in person.
I contemplated painting the boat like to so you could see it better, it would stand out. But again, part of it is to like it is kind of lost in all of the
Yeah,
ocean and stuff. So yeah,
it's part of the metaphor. It's a beautiful, beautiful metaphor piece.
yeah. So
But
we
can
are
you
going to be
take a photo?
posting this. Yeah,
Oh yes,
we are going to be posting this online, so you guys can see them both and vote on them. They'll be on our Instagram stories on Brothers and Smithing, and then on both of our individual channels on Tapley Tinsmith and Deer Run Forge. On the December the 18th is when we're going to try to put this out.
on
So
Thursday, you got it.
yeah, if you're listening to this before the 18th, or on the 18th, you can go to our socials on Instagram and vote on those. Or anytime after that, the pictures will still be there. You guys can see them and see at least what we're talking about. We love to know what your comments and stuff are. So again, if you see the pictures and you're like, yeah, it was cool to know there was a boat there, but I couldn't see it, or whatever you think about these things, it does help us to be more creative and like learn from any mistakes or things that we've made. So voting is more important than who you vote for, and we don't take it personal in one way or the other, because
That being said, you should vote for mine. I'm losing right
uh, yeah,
now.
if you want a pity vote, you can vote for Kipling. If you
Absolutely, I take all the pity votes I can get. I got to
yeah
keep up with you somehow.
yeah, but again, if you just look at two pictures, I think even if I had the right picture, mine is a monotone, and yours is very colorful. So I think you'll get a bunch of colorful votes in that.
Colorful votes, eh? I get the colorful vote.
You
You
know
get
that when
points for painting.
when we go to live things,
Oh,
people are like, "Oh, I like the color of this one," and they'll give us a check
color
mark, and
pops
you're
on
like,
one. Yeah,
"Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. So there is that. not why I painted mine,
No,
but
no.
you know,
Totally
but
not.
the
I get it.
tops of like almost all lighthouses are red, so it would
Yeah.
make
Again, I
sense.
contemplated painting the top of mine red and my boat like a white grayish blue or something like that so you could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
with the little
two.
stripe on it. Yeah,
Yeah, but eh, decided
yeah.
it not.
No, I think your piece is really really good. I think this will be a good challenge, and I'm curious to see how the votes play out.
Yeah, me too. Um, Now, normally we have a bunch of things. We kind of go back and forth on these. I understand tonight.
I offered for you to take over the Eggles.
Uh,
You're like, no, 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 no. I can't do an Eggle. I
I
cannot
can't
do
do
an
an
Eggle.
eggle, no. And you didn't
No,
even prep me for this eggle. This is right off the cuff. I don't even know what's going
I
on.
didn't prep you for anything. But we frequently got in the habit of not prepping each other for this. All right, so
Yeah.
the Eggle off the cuff. We'll get this the silly fun one. Your favorite Muppet, and it
Ooh.
can be across the board of the Muppets. So
Okay.
Muppet Show, Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, even like Jim Henson's like Labyrinth and stuff like that.
Okay.
It has to be a Muppet.
Okay. Yeah.
Favorite
Um.
Muppet.
I three are coming to my mind. I can't really think of the favorite. But I will.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna give you one, and then I'll discuss the other ones because
Okay.
I want to hear yours. Favorite one by far, original Muppet Show character, Ralph. Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah. The pianist. Oh
the
yes.
pianist, like just the way his like his
Yeah.
hands and like the goofy ears flopping, and his like deadpan humor to the whole show and everything like that. Love Ralph. Ralph.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say Ralph was on my top list
Yeah.
of like yeah, definitely when you're like debating who is my absolute favorite. Which again, it's almost really hard because they all have their moments.
Yep.
For me, right near the top, Sam the Eagle.
Okay. Yeah.
Newscaster, just his trying to be serious and keep it together when everything's going, sideways. Like, oh,
Yep. Okay. Hmm. What are
anybody else
your
you put in there?
Rizzo the Rat is very
Mm-hmm.
close. Um.
To me,
And
Ludo from Labyrinth, the movie.
yeah,
Ludo
Ludo.
Smile.
Sweetums is good too.
Oh,
The
Sweetums is fantastic.
Sweetums is good, and as far as a new one, Peppy the prawn,
Mm,
um,
yeah.
is I do enjoy me some Peppy. Yeah,
And for me, Beaker was right up there.
yeah,
Like I always loved like Bunsen and Beaker together were great, but Beaker was always my favorite. Like all right, like
yeah.
fantastic. All right. On the flip side, is there any that you dislike?
I was never really a big fan of Miss Piggy. Um, Fozzie, I could take or leave on any given basis. You
Yeah,
know,
depending on other jokes, sure. For
yeah.
me, it was from Sesame Street, the aliens, the yip 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 yip. They terrified me as a child. So I
Oh,
still,
Tariff. Oh, you're scared of them. Okay.
they scared me as a kid. Like they would come on Sesame Street and I'd run out of them.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Sweetums scared me as a kid. Like the sheer size of them.
God,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. But again, because we're of an age of the Muppet Show and Jim Henson, I thought that was a good random side bit. Say what it will about us that Ralph the canine pianist and
Sam the
Beaker
Eagle.
the squeaky scientist are our favorites. But all right, that was the silly one. And then
Yep.
normally, as you were saying, we have an Andrew asks or a shop's woes and wonder. I'm taking it over. So we're doing you came up with a beautiful title, Kipling's question to get the alliteration going. Very nice. Kipling's question.
Yep.
We have been doing this challenge for nearly 5 years.
Hmm.
What do you hate about it?
About the challenge?
About this whole process? Would you like me to answer first? Because I know I've thrown you on the spot here. What do you hate about the whole thing?
Yeah, go for it. You answer first. I kind of have a feeling, but of
So the
mine. But
thing,
you,
yeah. The thing I that I dislike about it, I love this challenge and I never want to stop. But I get to the point in every build where it's going really, really well. I'm generally about three-quarters to four-fifths of the way done. And you hit a stage where I'm like, what I do next could mess everything up. And it's not that I'm going to mess it up. Like that doesn't bother me, but because it's the challenge and the challenge has a time limit on it, if I mess this up, I don't have the time to restart rebuild to get it done as the quality that I want. Whereas if this was a commission or something, okay, I messed it up, but I can start back. It's annoying,
yeah,
but I have the time to go and I can create the same level of quality that I started with. And because it's a challenge and we have that timeline, I don't have that.
yeah.
And that's the one part I don't like. I get to that kind of like, do I have to say, you know what, this is good enough at this point? And it's not that I say that very often, but you get to the point I'm like, I got to do this, and it could really mess it up. Like in this past challenge, it was pouring the epoxy.
Yep,
I'm like everything's done. It looks great. And if I pour this epoxy, like I'm not pulling it out of the epoxy again,
yep.
and I don't have time to start from scratch. And that I think is the way we've structured these challenges that I dislike about it. That's one small thing.
Does it not push you though? Like in that moment when it's like this is what it is. This is going to be a make or break moment for this whole thing. I'm either going to love it at this point or I'm going to hate it at this point. Is that not the moment that you're like you have to you have to perform, you have to do it at that point?
Oh, absolutely. Like I don't know if it pushes me at this way that I interpret the way pushing me. What it does is it helps me get over that hesitation step of I don't want to mess it up. It gives me in a weird way, it gives me confidence to say, yeah, I can do it,
I just have to.
and
Yeah.
you know, quit slacking off and do it. Poop or get
And
off the pot, sort of idea, right?
that's what I mean by push you. Like it's like
Yeah,
I have to do this. I can't think about it anymore. I have to do it today.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
like I
absolutely.
forged all of these scrolls and had them laid out on the table and I was like, yeah, I think I have enough pieces to. I had no idea whether it was all going to go together. Before I welded it all together, it was just an idea in my head and this 3D thing. I'm like, I don't, can I actually make these look the way I want them to look? And halfway through, I was like, I don't know. I just got to keep going because at this point I can't go back, and this is going to be what it's going to be. And you just
Yeah,
kind of keep
and you got to
chipping
keep
away,
moving
and
forward.
you got to
It
keep going.
definitely gives you that moving forward. But as I said, that's the thing I don't like. Like you don't have that. I can start again.
Yeah,
I get to the same point in time for this challenge, and I understand. Like our deadlines are arbitrary. It
yeah,
really the world is not going to end if we do not make a month end timeline, but it's there.
yeah. It is, and it's funny because that timeline, I think, is the best part and worst part of the whole thing because without that timeline, I might have been like, I need more time on this. I want to really put a patina on this. I need more time on this. I need, I think both of us would push it a little bit further. And it's because I have that deadline that I'm like, no, I need to buckle down. I need to finish this today.
Needs
You
to
know?
get it done, and it also does. I agree. It does help you get to that point where you're like, stop messing with it, which is an
Yeah.
important part in all art pieces as well. Is like, no, the project is done. I don't have to keep because there's always things you can tinker on
Yep.
it.
Yep.
But
And I think that's a blessing and a curse in the same thing. I think the part that I dislike the most about it is we've both done it where you have a piece that you're not happy with, and we have to submit that
Yeah. No,
piece,
no, yeah.
and like just the like gut wrenching of like I don't even like how
I don't
I
want
just
to.
don't want to. I don't like. I'm only doing this to keep this challenge going, and
Yeah.
like I just kind of want to give it to you. Like you just won.
This
You
is
know, I
not my. This is not representative of what you can do.
yeah, and I'm not
Yeah.
happy with it, and I don't have time to do anything else with it. And like when that happens, it's sucky for not only you, but it's sucky for the other person on this challenge, right?
Yeah.
It's sucky if I fail at that, or I feel like I failed and I'm like, I don't even care. That challenge is like, you're like, well, let's just keep moving. Like, let's just go to the
Yeah.
next one because
Yeah.
you
It's
don't even care. And, when we both create something that you're like, no, I really like this, and this is my not my best work, but this is good
but I'm
work.
proud of what I've done.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like again, there's like both of the birds. I wouldn't have minded losing to yours, and you don't mind losing to mine. They're both great. We would not have made them otherwise. Um,
No, and you're proud of what you've done, even if you do lose.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if as long as I'm proud, I'm happy with what I've done. Results don't really matter.
yeah,
You know,
and that's
obviously
100% this one.
it's
Like,
nice to win. I'm not going to lie,
yeah,
but I agree. Like, and I can think of two instances, one for each of us. For myself, it was the paper towel holder. That again, what's the point?
yeah,
And the other one, and I believe for you was the sleigh.
the sleigh. Yeah,
And again, from my perspective, like I was very happy and stoked about my piece, but again, you're like, well, I don't really want to do the competition because it's not what it's not what it's supposed to be.
yeah. My poo pooiness of the sleigh made your sleigh not as exciting for you.
Yeah, and same for my terrible paper towel holder,
But
which I still use, by the way.
that was like 4.5 years ago, though. That
Mhm.
was an early
It
competition. So
was. It was still terrible though.
I still think you need to revisit that one just to do it.
Ooh, here. Okay, Kipling question part two.
Oh,
Just because, yeah, you brought it up. Do you have, just because it's time of year? Do you have a Brothers in Smithing metal competition New Year's resolution? Do you have something that you want to do
oh,
that
mm,
relates? It doesn't have to be specifically to that relates to it. For myself,
hmm
like even if we don't do it as a competition, I think I want to revisit some of the challenges that I've done to that I didn't make multiple copies of to tweak and see how they're going. I'm not saying the the paper towel holder is one of those, but like the chickens, like I'm like, I did it. Do I want to revisit and tweak it a bit? Or so I think that's next year. I'd like to revisit some of them, just not even necessarily for the competition, just on my own as like I did this. Can I tweak it, make it better, change it, stuff like that.
I don't know if I have one yet. In the past, it's always been like make more than one, um, or like
We'll tell you
do
what.
something new. So
So don't answer.
okay.
That's going to be Kipling's question in January.
Oh,
What
okay.
is your New Year's resolution?
Fair enough. So this is going out in December 18th, and then January we'll have a new challenge. And to preview that new challenge in January, New Year 2026, we're going to be doing. We decided that it was kind of inspired from your bat, and
Yes.
your hidden compartment in your exploding bat.
My exploding.
it it violently opens. It's like wah. um, it doesn't. The pieces don't fly, but I mean, it feels like it
Thankfully.
should. Um, but in that whole thing, we wanted to make something with a hidden compartment. So something we could hide something in that you wouldn't normally see, and we were like, okay, it's got to be a theme of some sort. And long and ever ago. Oh, I don't know how Viking. Oh, I know what it was. It was the little video game we used to play, and you could the worms, and
Oh,
they could be you could theme them to be, and they'd wear little they'd wear Viking hats, and they'd say Viking things, and yeah, that's I think where our Viking, because then for a while we would just go around with Viking hats and
yeah,
yeah,
and say Ragnarok,
and
which
say
I'm
Ragnarok.
sure is terribly culturally inappropriate now.
Yes.
But yeah, so it has to be Viking themed, and it has to have a compartment where you wouldn't expect one. So like
Yep.
if there's like we were talking, like if there's a Viking treasure chest, like that's not a hidden compartment because obviously a treasure chest would open. It would have to have something unique about it that opened, like a little side panel or something. And it has to be a compartment that can hold something, like a little note. You could hide something
Yep.
of your choice in there. It doesn't have to be huge. But yes, I think, does that sound fair?
Yes. It's great. Yeah.
And you
Do
said you have an
any
idea?
Oh, I do have an idea.
I
Do
do
you
too.
have an idea?
I
Yeah.
do. I do.
Who wants
So,
to go first? I'll show you yours if you show me yours.
well, do we want to like hint the idea?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So we're going in the direction of a boat.
A boat.
A boat.
Okay.
And besides, I figured that if I practice my boat building with this one, because upcoming later on in the year, we are doing our boat races of a boat that has to float.
Yes.
So some, yeah.
Funny enough with that, so mine, I'm thinking for the Viking thing, I'm thinking of a shield. I'm going to make a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. With some other cool things. But the boat that I made for this lighthouse challenge,
Does it float?
I definitely no, it does not float. It was made out of way too thick of gauge of steel, but it has the shape and potential to float. So I think if I took the same idea of how I made it and made it, wider, longer, thinner steel, I think it could float. So it's given me more, and the TIG welding, being able to TIG weld the finer steels, I think I can do it. Before I was like, I don't know, I have no idea. But now I'm feeling, yeah. So.
There you go.
So yeah, Viking inspired hidden compartment in January.
Hidden compartment in a Viking thing. So yeah, we shall see. I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna
got
hide?
an idea.
What's your compartment gonna hide? Do you know what it's gonna hide?
No.
Okay.
Treasure?
Treasure?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something. It's just like right now, like the idea, like I came up with this beautiful concept, at least in my opinion. I don't know if I can make it work though, so we'll see. But again,
Cool.
That's always part of it.
Cool. Well, good luck on the lighthouse, and post it on the 18th.
Post on the 18th,
comment.
Thursday. Go on to Tapley Tinsmith or Deer Run Forge on Instagram, or even better, go on to Brothers and Smithing and vote for mine.
You can go on to Brothers and Smithing and vote for his, but really vote for mine, because on mine, come over and tell me what you like. It's all good. I understand he needs some pity.
I do need some pity. I'm behind. All right. Well, it was good talking to you, sir.
For sure.
And you have a good night. And happy holidays.
Happy holidays till the new year. Looking forward to 2026. We'll come up with New Year's smithing resolutions. And good luck. We'll see you then.
All right. Cheers.
See ya.